You guys are way too calm. I have stuff I'm supposed to read, but I'm gonna need a little more energy. Are you guys excited to be honored about your grades? Yes or no? Yeah! All right, now I gotta get back to the script, or I'll get in trouble. I want to thank our educators, our parents, our grandparents, and our guardians who work with the youth and the community on a daily basis, encouraging achievement. Importantly, I want to say congratulations to our youth for being honored today. Yeah! You are the fortunate ones. You were born with the brains and natural ability. You have the capacity to and drive to excel. Congratulations. I encourage you to find something that moves you, annoys you, and do something about it. Put yourself out there, as you already have. Be brave, be bold, take action. You have a voice. Speak up, speak out, especially when trials to keep you silent. When people try to keep you quiet, don't let them keep you quiet. That's all they're trying to say right there. Take a stand for what is right. Raise a ruckus, make a change. You may not always be popular for being the smartest, but you will be a part of something larger, bigger, and greater than yourself. And you will be popular. Colleges love smart people, and you'll be surrounded by them. So when you continue your education, know that that is what you have in your future. Just know that excellent grades in school, striving to go to college, and reaching towards your career goals is extremely cool. Congratulations.
Envisioning the future can be both exciting and uncertain. What's next? Where will I find my inspiration? What path should I take? When it comes to asking the questions that help decide which college or university offers the right fit, the answers aren't always obvious. I'm speaking from personal experience here. Choosing the academic institution most capable of providing you the opportunity to achieve your dreams can be daunting. As you begin to think about college plans, I hope that you talk with the representatives here today and discover what campuses offer, along with a dynamic and intellectual environment that will inspire and empower you to begin shaping your future. Please note, we're honoring more than 196 students throughout the county of San Diego and southern Riverside. Let's let that sink in for a minute. Nearly 200 students. So throughout today, you're going to hear from leaders in the community who have accomplished their dreams and want to share their stories with you about success and provide some scholarships. But before we move forward in the program, I want to ask Reginald White, the Vice President of Comerica, to provide a universal invocation.
Good afternoon. If you all can just bow your heads in a moment. Dear gracious Father, we thank you for this gathering today, God, where we are able to come and celebrate young people that are doing well, young people that are striving to do better. We ask your blessings upon this ceremony. We ask your blessings upon the young people that we will be honored today and their families and their parents, their grandparents. And we ask you, Lord, that you would just keep them, provide opportunities for them, and make ways for them. In your name we pray, amen.
Thank you for that, Reginald. Next, to share information about the Urban League's educational program, please welcome Brooke Henderson, a high-tech high 11th grade student and in the San Diego Project Ready program. Brooke.
Designed to develop the individual student's knowledge and attitude toward capacity post-secondary success. Boasting STEM programs, college readiness, health and wellness presentations, and service learning programs, all in support of getting youth ready for college work and life. This program focuses on STEM, leadership development, historical and cultural literacy, college tours, national case competition, and career preparations while in partnership with the National Urban League. Because we are located in San Diego and because of the demographics of the students in the program, we also discussed parallels, influences, and connections of the Latino, Afro-Latino, and African community. The Project Ready curriculum on historical and cultural literacy seeks to address the lack of cultural relevant and historical accurate curricula on the Black urban experience in America, and to empower youth with positive images of ourselves as people who have impacted the social, economic, political, and cultural development of our nation, yesterday and today, led by Dr. Fred Moore. We have fun hands-on learning activities with Christina Watkins, who brings us math, science lessons that also connect us with historical figures within our culture. In fact, while learning about blood transfusions, we had Kelly Price Noble, the granddaughter of Charles Drew, as guest speaker to lead the lesson. Other guest speakers include Dr. Ricky, the president of San Diego City College, who shared opportunities for us to get college credit while we were in high school, and other benefits of completing credential programs at the college. If you want to learn more about Project Ready, please visit the Urban League website and apply today. Join us for the learning experience and embrace achievement matters. Thank you.
Now it's my honor and privilege to introduce UC San Diego's Chancellor, Pradeep Khosla. He is an internationally renowned electrical and computer engineer and elected member of several distinguished academies. He also a recipient of numerous awards in leadership, teaching, and research, and he happens to be my big boss. Chancellor Khosla, he's going to give me for that. Chancellor Khosla initiated and led UC San Diego campus in developing its first ever strategic plan, which has sharpened UC San Diego's vision as a student-centered, research-focused, service-oriented public university. Diversity is an integral part of UC San Diego's strategic plan. Chancellor Khosla has committed to increasing UC San Diego's diversity, improving the campus climate, and cultivating an inclusive community that encourages open and respectful dialogue and challenges itself to take bold actions to ensure opportunities for all. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Khosla to the stage.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. Please give her a big hand. She's an amazing role model for everybody on this campus. Everybody, I want to say welcome, good afternoon, welcome to UC San Diego, and especially to the young students sitting right here, I want to say congratulations. Are you all proud of yourselves? No? Yeah. Oh, come on. Okay. You should take pride in being proud, okay? So are you proud of yourselves? Yeah! Okay, good. You should be proud of yourselves. What about the parents? Are you proud of your students? Good. See how the parents are proud of you? Yeah. Okay, you need to give that back. And you need to give them back by listening to the parents. Thank you. Look, I'm a parent, right? I have an 18-year-old, she's about to go to college, and she doesn't want to talk to me except when she wants money. And that's the story of a chancellor's life. But I can tell you that as chancellor, I am really proud to be leading such a spectacular institution. So I know you're thinking college is 3, 4, 5 years. It seems like forever. It's not going to be that far off. Before you know, college will be right there. And I think we should start preparing for college right now. And the fact that you're being honored, the fact you have 3.5 and higher GPAs, tells me that it's already on your mind, you're already working hard, and you're preparing for college. College is something that's going to break open amazing opportunities for you in ways that you cannot imagine. And on this side, as Chancellor, I think it's my job to make sure that when you are ready, we are also ready on this side to be accepting you. So what is it that we do to accept young students to this campus? Number one, we create a very significant amount of opportunity by offering a large amount of scholarships. So just like the Urban League, San Diego Urban League is helping you and recognizing you. Every year we give out more than $100 million worth of scholarships every year. 100 million, that's a big number by the way. Everybody know what 100 million looks like? It's a really big number. But within that, the program I'm most proud of is something called the Chancellor's Associate Scholarship Program, where I guarantee 800 scholarships every year loan-free 4-year education if you're coming from high school, or loan-free 2-year education if you're coming from community colleges. So regardless of where you decide to go, that's an amazing program, and it was created for 2 reasons. It was created to improve access to this spectacular campus. If you don't know much about UC San Diego, we are top 5 public universities in the country. And 3 of those are top 5 are in the UC system. So we are one of the top 5. We are number 17 in the world. We have an amazing research program. We are expanding like there's no tomorrow. So in the last 6 years, we've expanded our undergraduate enrollment by 50%. But more importantly, the African American enrollment and the Latino Hispanic enrollment has gone up more than 100%. So we are becoming a more diverse campus. We are trying to reflect the state of California and the country as a whole, which is becoming more diverse and more colorful, if I may say so. Last but not the least, we are also going to be a residential campus. So in the UC system, we're going to be completely residential. How many of you saw the light rail out there when you came here? Did you see this like overpass here? Okay, so it's like Disney, right? Have you been to Disney? No? Okay. I mean this in a good way. So from San Isidro to here would be one train called UC San Diego Blue Line. 1 hour, no train changes, and you can sit on one side and get down right here, right like 3 minutes from this building right here. And when you walk on this campus, you will see that this campus is going to be extremely welcoming, more welcoming than it is right now, with art, culture, entertainment for everybody in San Diego County. And for every undergraduate student, we're going to guarantee 4, and you all will be the beneficiaries, because this is going to happen between 3 and 4 years from now, exactly when you would be either in 11th grade or 12th grade, and when you're thinking about coming to college, there should be only one thought in your mind. Number 1, going to college. Number 2, going to UC San Diego. Nothing else should enter your mind. Okay, so with that said, let me just congratulate you one more time. Let me congratulate our friends from the Urban League. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for doing this. And thank you for choosing UC San Diego.
The Chancellor said, like Disney, and I was sold. Next up, I would like for you to help me welcome the Honorable Dr. Shirley Weber, California Assembly Member, who will provide a greeting on behalf of the state of California.
Well, good afternoon. Great. I'm glad to know that they're at least alive now and still listening. On behalf of the California State Assembly, I really want to welcome you to this campus, as well as welcome you to the Golden Pyramid Scholars Program. I'm probably the only person in this room who actually attended the first Golden Pyramid celebration. Is there anyone else who did? One other. There are 2 of us who remember 3, who remember the very first Golden Pyramid Scholar Program. At that time, I was president of the San Diego Unified School District's Board of Education. And we had a crisis in San Diego, a real crisis, and it was a crisis of excellence. We had very few students of color, particularly African Americans, who had decent grade point averages. In fact, one year we discovered we had less than 20 African American males with a B or better average in San Diego. And we realized that there was a crisis, that we had to do something about it. And we began to interview young people and discovered that some were very brilliant, but were hiding their brilliance because it wasn't cool to be smart. So we had to develop a whole different culture of why it is important to do excellent work, and that it's okay, and that your peers will obviously respect you for it. And the Golden Pyramid Scholars Program began with a few hundred students. And by the time we had gotten into it for about a couple of years, we had over 400 African American students with 3.0 or better GPA. And so that was an amazing thing. And obviously it's grown and expanded since then. But it surely is an important issue to talk about excellence and what it means to you. At the state level, we are so excited that there are programs like this that challenge students to be excellent and to remain excellent through their high school years. It makes it easier for us to advocate for our California students to be admitted to the University of California and the CSUs. Because so often we find ourselves with the situation where we have students who want to come, but obviously they are not competing with the kids now in other states and around the world. And so the legislature, we are constantly saying, open the doors to California kids. Make sure California kids get in first and foremost. And so when I see groups like this, it says my job will be a little bit easier because of that. So I want to congratulate you, but I also want to congratulate the parents because you worked hard. And you think when they get to be 18 that you'll say, that's it. I can tell you it is only begun. It has only begun. You play a critical role in your child staying in school, believing they can do it, helping them through any kind of economic or social crisis they may face, because they will face many of those. And I always tell parents, you're the adult, hang in there, tell them they have to stay in school, don't give them a reason to leave, and all those kinds of things that young people come up with. And parents will say, oh, okay, well, I understand it's a little bit hard. I understand you need a little bit more money. Well, maybe you could take a break. Don't say that. Don't say it. No matter what, don't say it. My father believed in me. My mother believed in me. And we were poor kids, poor people. My father was a sharecropper in Hope, Arkansas before coming to California. He had only a 6th grade education. He was semi-literate. And my mother had a 9th grade education. And there were 8 kids. But my father believed in us. And he never said, don't do it. We can't afford it. Do something else. He said to me very clearly in an old blues song, if you want to go to school, I'll drink muddy water and sleep on a hollow log to send you to school. And he meant every word of it. So parents, you play a very important and vital role in the success of your children. You may not can't help them with their homework. My father couldn't do that. But he could encourage me every step of the way. When I was thinking, am I going to go stay at UCLA and get a PhD? Thought about it, and I said, Dad, I don't know. I can stay and get a PhD. I was about 23 at the time. And he said, or 22, I guess, at the time when I was making that decision. And he said, he didn't know a lot about it. He said, well, what is a PhD? And I told him what it was. And he said, so it's the highest thing you can get. I said, yeah. He said, go get it. He didn't know what it cost. He didn't know where it was. He said, go get it. And so I want you to encourage you to always, stay there for your kids. They will need you to provide them with the security and the comfort that what they're doing is right and excellent. Young people, stay focused. I know there's going to be a lot of things coming your direction. There'll be a lot of things you want to do, but you stay focused. I had so many friends who started to school with me and went another direction, but I stayed focused. And so, and I was grateful for it because as I got older and when I finished my doctorate, I was 26 years old from UCLA. And the interesting thing was, I looked at my friends who had stopped, who had quit, who started, who stopped, who went to do something else. And I realized that I was already done. And they were just beginning to try to figure out if they were going to start. And they had families and kids, and it made it hard for them to do it. And some of them took 20 years to finish their degrees. So I want you to stay focused on what you want, because in the end it pays off. You'll have that degree, you'll have what you need, and you'll be able to open the world for yourself. Education is truly the American equalizer. Being a kid from the projects of Pueblos of Los Angeles, I can tell you that I have been places that I never dreamed I'd ever go. I've met people that I never thought I'd ever walk with. Governors, presidents, all kinds of ambassadors around the world that I never thought I'd ever meet. And yet I have access to all of that. Why? Because I have a great education from UCLA. I have those degrees that anchored me, gave me 40 years as a professor at San Diego State University. All of those things opened doors that as a little kid, I never thought they'd ever open for me. Places I'd never been, experiences I never thought I'd ever have, to travel the world, to meet people, and to be comfortable about doing that because of the excellent education and training that I had. So once again, I say to you, you have no idea where you're going to go. But I can guarantee you, if you stay involved, you stay in your school, you do well, wherever you're going, it's going to be amazing. And you're going to have challenges, and you're going to meet those challenges unlike anybody else. And so I simply want to thank you for inviting me back. I come back most years just to encourage you to stay focused. As a kid who was like you some years ago in a room where people were telling me I could do things because I was excellent and I was doing well in school. And all I thought was I'll get a degree and probably get a little job and have a little house somewhere and be happy. I never thought I'd have all these opportunities presented to me that I had never dreamed of. Had no intentions of becoming a state assemblywoman. Not at all, not at all. And as a result of the opportunity and the challenge that was there and the experience I've had, it was open to me. An opportunity to represent you in the State House. Be the first African-American woman or male to actually be a state officer in California, in the history of California. And so all those things come because you've worked hard, you have done some great things, and you stay focused. So once again, congratulations. The world is amazing. It's going to open for you, and I'm jealous because I know you're going to have even far more wonderful experiences than I had. But you will have earned them, and we look forward to what you're going to give to all of us in the future. So once again, welcome, and thank you so very much for making California proud.
Once again, give it up for Dr. Shirley Weber, please. Please welcome to the stage Gustave Bedard, the chairman of the board of directors of the Urban League of San Diego County, representing Civic San Diego as an economic and community development manager.
Thank you, Ebonee. So they were kind enough to put the more recent picture, but Photoshop works wonders, so thank you very much. As chairman, many of you may know or may not know that really it's a title that's just bestowed onto an individual that really knows how to run a meeting. But really it's the capital, the intelligence of the board that sits together with the chairman to make things happen. So let me start off first and foremost by thanking the board of directors who are here today. Those past and present, can you please stand up for a second? Thank you, Tasha, for being brave enough to stand up. Thank you, Mr. Brown. All right. It's hard to follow Dr. Khosla and Dr. Weber because they're more eloquent than I am, but they've given you some very good advice. And I'm going to go off script just a little bit. Sorry, Key. Many of you may not know I'm also a former banker, 25 years. So the only wisdom I can give to you as a former banker and as a graduate of the University of San Diego, I don't know, how many of you go into the USD? Ooh, no one. Sorry, Chris, we got to work on that, buddy. But as a former banker, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. And that is for the next minute, I'm going to teach you how to steal. Let everybody's heads turn around. The banker's going to teach you how to steal. How many of you want to be millionaires? All the hands goes up. How many of you want to be rich and famous? Well, the one way you can do that is by getting up in the morning and doing something that you really enjoy doing. I get paid to do what I do. And I get paid to do what I do because I like to do what I do. And I think I'm pretty good at what I do, and that is get engaged in civic activities, be a community relations officer, make economic opportunities happen. It is not good enough, folks, guys, ladies and gentlemen, to wake up in the morning and it's like, oh, what a drag to have to go to work. It is super exciting to go to work and get paid for it when you leave some impact. A very smart woman told me that everybody shares a begin date, everybody shares an end date. But it's what you do with that dash in the middle that is very important. Because what are you going to leave behind? How are you going to make a bigger footprint? Your parents worked real hard, that's why you're here, and you worked real hard, and that's why you're here, and you're going to continue their legacy. And that's important. And if you can do that in a manner that also affords you a lifestyle that reflects your hard work, then that is the easy thing, right? Getting paid to do what you do. It's not fun getting paid quite a bit of money and then dragging yourself to work. Keep that in mind. So that's a little piece of advice from me to you guys. But I also want to thank all the sponsors who make this afternoon possible. I want to thank Dr. Khosla again and the university for allowing us to be here. This is, I believe, our third consecutive year. So what a great facility on the grounds of UCSD. And at Civic San Diego, you may not know who we are, but how many are familiar with downtown San Diego? If you like all those buildings, inspired by your hard work, and I'm inspired by the diversity, and it's fantastic. So just continue to do that. And on behalf of, again, of all the board, we just want to thank you for your hard work. We want to thank the parents as well. Congratulations.
All right, next up, we want to welcome Ayana Jones, a Project Ready student who will provide a greeting message about her experience with Project Ready and National College Signing Day.
I had the opportunity to join the Urban League Project Ready program, a college and career readiness initiative for high school youth. It is designed to develop students' knowledge and attitude towards and capacity for post-secondary success, boasting STEM activities, college readiness, financial capabilities, health and wellness presentations, and service learning programs, all supporting getting youth ready for college, work, and life. Because of the Urban League Project Ready program and staff, I received the opportunity to participate in the UC application workshop series, which supports high school seniors and transfer students in the San Diego area. It is also where I got to meet Mr. Elroy A. Pinks, Associate Director, Undergraduate Admission, Urban Initiatives at UC Davis. I've applied to a total of 7 schools: Northern Arizona University, Cal State East Bay, San Francisco State University, Humboldt State University, San Jose State University, UC Davis, and UC San Diego. I'm happy to announce that I was accepted into every school. It was always a dream of mine to attend UC Davis, so I already sent in my statement of intent to register and started filling out the necessary documents. The Project Ready program provides an opportunity for corporations, colleges, and other community organizations to connect with youth and their families, which is a very attractive market. In addition, these students provide an attractive pool of scholarship recipients, interns, future employees for many organizations. Students are able to participate in the following activities: college tours and visits, developing personal statements for college applications and scholarships, college admissions and recruitment guest speaker presentations, PSAT, SAT, ACT preparations, fun science, technology, engineering, and math activity sessions taught by Christian Watkins, a K-12 math and science education specialist. In the following weeks, letters will be sent to all of you to apply to the program, as well as additional information posted on the website and social media outlets. Thank you.
All right. Can you guys give it up for her one more time? She's extremely amazing. You did an excellent job. Please welcome Kenton A. Garian, a Golden Pyramid Scholar, CALSOAP student, who will provide a greeting message about his experience with Project Ready and the National College Signing Day. Where are you at, Kenton? Oh, there you are.
Hello. And welcome to the 2019 Golden Pyramid Awards. My name is Kenton Garrett, and I will be a math major here at UCSD this fall and for the next 3 or 4 years. I hope that you guys are feeling the recognition that you very much deserve. A bit about myself. Again, my name is Kenton Garrett. I hail from Patrick Henry, land of the green and gold. Go Patriots. I heard that. And I focused most of my high school career on math and sciences. I was a Golden Pyramid Scholarship awardee last year, and it's interesting that I met Dr. Gentry Patrick, the creator and executive director of the Path Scholars Program, which recently accepted me, into which I've recently committed a year ago. I met the leader of my scholarship program exactly 1 year ago on this stage at this event. It's really incredible to reflect on how my circumstances may have very much changed positively because of this Golden Pyramid Scholarship program. I would tell you about my career aspirations, exactly what kind of job I'm looking for after graduation or which graduate degree I'll pursue. But I haven't figured that out yet. And I have some time before I really need to. I plan for my time in college to be a period of self-discovery and a period during which I can learn about the tons of new fields and... wrong page. New fields and new subjects. And then I can make some legitimate, informed career plans. I'm confident that I want to make a positive impact in whichever community I eventually settle. And I want to encourage everyone else, all of you, to do the same, because I believe it takes many people to affect any real change in this world or in any community. My whole niche is that I'm a problem solver. Solving problems that I think are important is my natural inclination. It's just how I work. It's a strong driving force in my life. Because without solving some kind of problem, whether it be some kind of differential equation or beating a coverage in Madden or trying to figure out what people really need in the conversation sometimes, I usually have to be solving some kind of problem. That inclination will get bigger. It'll go from picking apart coverages in video games to maybe time travel or solving the water crisis or global warming. Maybe it'll be the energy crisis or keeping people secure as technology and AI take over a growing proportion of the workforce or the labor force. I really want to be a contributor to some wise-based solution. I'm intensely proud of all of you. I know what you all put through. Insane late nights, sacrificing lots of activities that would definitely be more fun than studying or doing your schoolwork. I recognize that. It's big time. Keep it up. Relish this moment and this experience. Again, my name is Kenton Garrett. Thank you for having me.
Great job, Kenton. Hope you guys were inspired by your own, and all of you aim to be as eloquent public speakers as the students you heard today. It will serve you throughout your career. With that, I have the honor of doing the induction of the scholars. Can the scholars please stand? And I think you've been brief, but you'll be repeating after me. We're good? You guys better wake up. All right, let's go. I am excellent.
I am excellent.
I am excellent. I am excellent.
I am excellent. I am excellent.
My mind is a pearl.
My mind is a pearl.
I can do anything.
I can do anything.
I don't believe you. Do it again. I can do anything.
I can do anything.
That sounds better. Anything that my mind can conceive, I can achieve.
Anything that my mind can conceive, I can achieve.
If you guys lack any enthusiasm, we'll redo this whole thing. I just want you to know how this is going to go. Okay? Anything that my mind can conceive and my heart can believe, I can achieve.
Anything that my mind can conceive and my heart can believe, I can achieve.
Oh yeah, I'm listening. I see y'all looking at me. I am excellent. I am excellent.
I am excellent. I am excellent.
I am a Golden Pyramid Scholar.
I am a Golden Pyramid Scholar.
Congratulations. You may be seated.
Well done, well done. Please welcome Ivan Arabo, representing the USS Midway, to present 2 scholarships.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Presha, for the introduction. Today, the USS Midway will be presenting 2 scholarships for $2,500 each. The first scholarship will be awarded to Ms. Renisha Fields. And the other recipient is Brooke Henderson.
Congratulations to you both. Now, this next introduction I am really excited about. I am a Southerner, and it is very rare that I get to meet someone from my home state of Georgia out here in San Diego. But Rear Admiral Alvin Holsey, he's a native of Fort Valley, Georgia. He was commissioned through the Naval Reserve Officers Training Corps program at Morehouse College in 1988, where he received a degree in computer science. He also earned a Master's of Science in Management from Troy State University in 1995 and attended the Joint Forces Staff College in 2010. Now, he served in a variety of training and operational squadrons, including Helicopter Anti-Submarine Squadron Light 36, Helicopter Training Squadron 8, Helicopter Anti-Submarine Squadron Light 40, and Helicopter Anti-Submarine Squadron Light 44. His sea assignments include deployments aboard the USS Jesse L. Brown, USS Nicholson, the USS Freeland, the USS Via Gulf, the USS Gettysburg, and the USS Simpson. He's commanded Helicopter Anti-Submarine Squadron Light 37 and the amphibious assault ship, the USS Macon Island. Assignments onshore and staff billets include Flag A to Commandeer Naval Air Force and the Deputy Chief of Naval Operations. Also, Operations Officer for the Joint Chiefs of Staff, J3, the Joint Operations Directorate, European Command, Deputy Director for PERS 43, Head Air Combat Placement Officer, Navy Personnel Chief, or excuse me, Navy Personnel Command, Force Operations Officer for N3 at Command Naval Air Force, also the U.S. Pacific Fleet, and Executive Assistant to the Chief of Naval Operations. There's a lot there. Do my best here. Holsey became commander of Carrier Strike Group 1 in June of 2018. He previously served as the Deputy Director of Operations for the National Military Command Center Joint Chiefs of Staff. His military decorations include the Defense Superior Service Medal, the Legion of Merit, the Defense Meritorious Service Medal, the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal, the Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, and various unit campaign and service awards. Please help me welcome Rear Admiral Alvin Holsey.
Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up. It knows it must run faster than the fastest lion or will be killed. Every morning, a lion wakes up. It knows it must outrun the slowest gazelle or will starve to death. It doesn't matter whether you're the lion or the gazelle. When the sun comes up, you better be running. Good afternoon. You guys kind of sleepy today, aren't you? Hey, so Alex, thanks for that very warm introduction. A lot of words to read there, and but you're the right person for it. I love your voice. Also, thank you very much to the San Diego Urban League for asking me to come out and share a few words. And also thank you for what you do every day, building and serving our communities, and especially the Golden Pyramid Scholars Initiative, recognizing our youth. That's really a big deal. I'd like to start out by acknowledging and welcoming the families, as it's truly a special day, and it's been one tremendous journey. Now, I know I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for my parents. And my wife told me not to sing, so I'm not going to sing. But there's this gospel song that kind of stands out. And again, I won't sing, I'll embarrass myself and her. But the words are, somebody prayed for me, and I'm so glad they did. So will all the parents and guardians please stand this morning? All parents and guardians, please stand up. All right, kids, you've been kind of sleeping most of the afternoon here. Let's give them a really loud round of applause. Spend the next few minutes addressing particularly the Golden Pyramid Scholars. In the words of Alice Walker, you are the ones we've been waiting for. Our children, our families, our future. What an honor. I want you to know that your futures are bright, your dreams are in reach, and your challenges are comfortable. Why do I say those things? Because I know you. I know that you exist. I know that you're smart, capable, talented, confident, competitive, and a lot of other accolades that maybe never come your way, but regardless, you stayed the course because you believe in yourself, sometimes when no one else did. See, for me, it's really quite simple. Because when I look at you, I see myself. I see a young boy from small town Georgia who had dreams of flying, but had never been in an aircraft before. As President Obama put it, I guess I had the audacity of hope. I hoped that I could do more, but I had no idea how to make that dream become reality. But I believed then and I believe now. I believe in opportunity and achievement. I believe in goals, strength, and determination. Those are the things that dreams are made of, and those are the things that breed success, your success. I will tell you that I wasn't always the smartest kid in class, but I do like to think that I worked hard. I will share with you that I'm no saint, but I've soared. I failed a time or two, but I'm not a failure. And Lord knows I've made some mistakes, but more importantly, I think I've learned from those mistakes. So why did I say those things? Well, a really long time ago, I was sitting in your seats, wondering what life had in store for me, but more importantly, what I had in store for life. I remember very vividly, after graduating from college and headed down to flight school in Pensacola, Florida, I remember feeling out of place and thinking of all the bad eyes, intimidated, insignificant, inadequate, even inferior. In fact, I was ready to leave, quit. But then I thought about it, and I realized that if I didn't stand tall now, I would run forever. You see, it was that moment that I realized I did belong. And it was okay to have a little fear or to be different. From my opening comments about the lion and gazelle, they shared one thing in common: fear. One, fear of being attacked. The other, fear of perhaps starvation. But I will tell you that fear should not paralyze you. You shouldn't necessarily fear the unknown, or fear of being different, or having a fear of failure. I still remember being issued my brown leather flight jacket. I remember how proud I felt when I wore it home for the first time and walked in the store where I used to bag groceries as a teen. The same store where the manager told me that being a pilot was too hard. Yes, he doubted me, but I never doubted myself. I remember my first solo flight like it was yesterday. My mom even called our hometown radio station, Prayer Line, to make sure I had a little extra help that day. I still remember my fiancée, now wife for 29 years, when she pinned on my wings of gold. In fact, just 2 years ago, my oldest son received his wings of gold, and she was there to pin his on as well. He's now in his first deployment. I remember also how proud my parents were that day when I got my wings, and also even more so some 15 years later when I landed an aircraft on the 50-yard line of my high school where I used to play football. My father has since passed away, but I can still see the gleam of his eyes as he recalled the story how everyone was so impressed that the aircraft arrived over the top of school right on time. Some would say I've had a successful naval career. Last summer, I took command of a carrier strike group, one of our nation's premier naval fighting forces, with the speed, reach, endurance, and firepower to affect outcome anywhere in the world, comprised of over 7,500 people, including 8 warships, including a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier and over 70 aircraft. And to think, someone told me being a pilot was too hard. What if I had listened and not believed in myself? I probably wouldn't be standing here right now today. So why did I tell you guys those stories? Well, because you are part of a great legacy. My story is your story. It's the story of your parents, the stories of your grandparents, and countless others who paved the way for you to be here today. Your story, their story, our story is one of achievement, because achievement matters. A few years ago, a mentor of mine came back from a conference, and he shared the comment, sometimes you have to bloom where you're planted. I would love to have been the person that come up with that statement, but I didn't. I would like to share my thoughts about how that kind of applies and what it means to you. You see, a lot of times young people just starting out find themselves in less than ideal or less than preferred situations. You have to remember, it's not where you start, it's how you finish. When I think about a comment about blooming where you planted, a couple things come to mind, but the thought that the picture I always see is that of a small flower or a weed working its way and growing through a crack in a sidewalk or this asphalt. I'm sure you guys have seen that, but so next time you see something like that, that little weed or that little flower, I want you to think about this. That flower doesn't know it's not in an open meadow or an open field with the perfect soil and nutrients and water and sunlight. It doesn't. It doesn't know that it's constrained by cement, limited water, poor soil. It just grows. So how does that apply to you? Sometimes we just have to grow. As you guys are getting older right now, I'll tell you, sometimes you have to grow up. So don't get wrapped around that first situation, that first experience where you don't learn, or be too busy complaining about something that you miss your opportunity to grow. You have to start somewhere and fill your tube back. Dr. Ebonee Williams once said, "You are what you aspire to be, and not what you are now. You are what you do with your youth and what you do with your mind." I'd like to leave you with simple steps, actions that you can take to help you continue on your successful path. But understand, you can never stop running. First thing is this: learn everything that you can. Life should be a constant pursuit of knowledge. Once you stop learning, essentially you stop growing and you become content. Number two, you need to learn to accept criticism. I feel that when you truly accept criticism, you're forced to acknowledge something. You have to acknowledge that you're perhaps not as sharp as you think you are, or not as good as you think you are. But guess what? That allows you to grow as you learn. And finally, you should seek constant improvement. Every day, everything you do should be better than the day before. Again, you continue to grow. That's it. There's nothing earth-shattering about any of those things. Just discipline, execution. And you're probably wondering, some of you guys are closer to finishing high school. Are you ready? Are you prepared? I will tell you that every day is an opportunity to achieve something great, or it can be an utter disaster. It all depends on what you did the day before. Those words speak to preparation. And there are several definitions of the word preparation. You can look it up, but the one I like in this context is it's that relentless effort you apply daily to achieve a certain goal. Relentless effort daily. I wouldn't be here today if I didn't believe in achievement or the Golden Pyramid Initiative. I'm here to tell you that you are prepared, you are capable, you are competent, and you can compete with anyone, and don't you ever forget it. Dr. Pradeep K, and I want to quote him once more, once said this: "The tragedy of life is often not in our failure, but rather in our complacency. Not in our doing too much, but rather our doing too little. Not in living above our ability, but rather living below our capacities." I'm not sure what your future holds, but whatever you choose to do it well, and never live below your capacity. And finally, I'd like to share this with you because I think it's kind of neat. I'm going to tell you something that I know that your parents have told you, your teachers, your grandparents, and so now you can hear from the Admiral. Not that I'm important or anything, but so if you forget everything else I said today, and that's totally fine, I want you to remember this. In life, you will meet people who are not always in your corner. You will meet people who don't always have your best interests at heart. And some will even delight in your failure. And they may be so-called friends. Now, are there any Game of Thrones fans out here? Okay, so I really like to show the final episode is coming on tonight. So I'm going to steal a line from them, and if you guys are tracking me on this, you'll be able to answer this question very easy. What do we say to those who want to pull you down, vice push you up? Not today. You're right, not today. Thank you once again for allowing me to come here and be a part of this program, and congratulations again to all of you. Thank you very much.
before I do that, I'm gonna go a little off script. Just don't make eye contact with the person who's gonna yell at me. I need each of you in this middle area to turn to your neighbor and share the one thing that you'll remember from the speech from Rear Admiral. Go now, do it. We got less than a minute. No cheat, never give up. Y'all got it? All right. Well, those were some inspiring words by an inspirational individual who just gave you the keys to being able to achieve whatever your dream is. And that's all possible, and that's what I hope you're getting from everyone who's spoken to you today. Without further ado, coming to the stage next is Dr. Newton Miller. Dr. Newton Miller is Associate Dean of the College of Education at Ashford University. He has been committed to the education arena since 1992 when converted non-traditionally from the ranks of engineering field. Sorry, we're everywhere. He has since served as a secondary and college level mathematics instructor, secondary science teacher, assistant principal, educational consultant for a national education reform organization, and now a director of teacher education in the COE at Ashford University. He has earned a BA in mathematics from Chennai University, a MS in mathematics from Liberty University, a MED in educational leadership from York College, a PhD in education with an emphasis in education administration from Capella University, and is currently in an MBA program at Ashford University. Whew. His research interest lies within His research interest lies within educating at-risk populations, focusing on systemic thinking tied to student achievement, effective school cultures, and facilitating programming and instruction that promotes educational success from within non-traditional and adult populations. Please welcome Dr. Newton Miller, Director of Teaching and Education at Ashford University, to present 10 scholarships.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Oh, come on now. I like a lot of energy. Good afternoon, everyone. I was going to take a selfie, but I might get in trouble, so I won't do that. But I will tell you, I'm going to give you a couple scholarships. I'm honored, really honored to stand in front of you with those GPAs that look like gas prices. But you guys, I'm honored to stand in front of you, and there's 10 of you that I'm going to call up, and we'll take a picture. So when you get up, stay up here so we can take a picture together. But I got to tell you this, that education is the only institution in our society that'll bring you opportunities 100% of the time, if you embrace it. You know why? Well, thanks for asking. Because it is a catalyst for change. Education is going to change something. And there's 4 steps to change. The first step is exposure. You got to be exposed to something different so you can know what you can do. The second step is transformation. Once you know what you can do, you get your mind set on doing it. You change your friends, you change your habits, you do what it takes to get that thing done. The third step is build. That's what you do every day in school. You increase your aptitude around your attributes so you can increase your altitude. Like my favorite rapper, KRS-One says, build your skills, right? And then your 4th step to change, what we're gonna do with you today right here, celebrate. See, your life's a skyscraper and you're building it story by story, right? And every time you build a story, you step back and celebrate that thing. So I'm gonna call 10 names up and you're gonna stretch your stuff down this aisle and come up here and we're gonna celebrate together. How's that? Oh, yeah. All right? How about Kelly Berry? Kelly Berry. Kelly Berry got a 3.8 from San Diego School of Creative Arts and Performing Arts. Amara Parker, come on down. 3.71 at La Jolla Country Day. We have Jasmine Scott, 3.89. Come on down as I say your name. Brandon Wells, 4.58. 11th grade, he's in Felix Charter High School. And I might mess this one up, but hopefully I don't. Galilea or Jolla? Did I get it right? Nobody got up. Maybe I didn't get it right. Galilea or Jolla? 4.25 anyway. 9th grade, still kid in high school. 4.25. What? 4.32, come on down. Regina Brown, 3.9 at Francis Parker High School. We have Tetris Tesomi, 4.0, that's what I'm talking about. 9th grade, Montgomery High School, and America Marin, 4.0 from 9th grade, the Bruce School here in US. All right, you guys give them a great round of applause while we take our feet.
I'm going to steal that one. Honoring 9th grade students, please welcome Tasha Blackshear, Vice President, Relationships Manager, and Business Banking for Bank of America.
So I would like to say first that I'm privileged to be here today, totally inspired as a mother, and just a person who is grateful to be a part of an organization like the San Diego Urban League for doing such wonderful things for you young people. I would like to ask for the 9th grade students to line up and come up on the stage. I have the pleasure of helping us celebrate the achievements of the 9th grade students who have earned cumulative GPAs of 3.5 or above. Each student will come to the stage, state their name, receive an award, shake hands, and have a photo opportunity.
My name is Jolla, and I'm in 9th grade, and I go to the first school UCSD. My name is America Marine, and I'm in 9th grade at the first school UCSD. My name is Holsey, and I'm a 9th grader from Presha.
My name is Trinity Watkins, and I go to Morris High School.
And I go to Harvard High School. My name is Miguel Tolentino. I go to the first school UCSD.
I go to West Hills High School.
My name is Madison Langang, and I go to High Tech High North County.
My name is Chloe Vermeer, and I go to High Tech High North County. My name is Talia Rodriguez, and I go to High Tech High North County.
My name is Emily Nelson, and I go to the first school UCSD.
Smile, and I go to Oak Shore School. My name is Cabron Russell, and I go to the first school UCSD. name is Wayne and I go to the Preschool UCSD.
My name is Mistress of and I go to the Preschool UCSD.
My name is Ebonee and I go to Kearney High School.
My name is Taylor Wright and I go to Gompers Preparatory Academy.
Ninth graders.
Since I go to Gompers Preparatory Academy.
My name is Dr. Ebonee Williams, and I just want a medallion Peloton. Let's give a round of applause to our ninth graders. All right, now that we have all the adults up and our process down, we got this. I'd like to, honoring the 10th grade students, please welcome to the stage Denali Matthews, Chapter President of Urban League San Diego County Young Professionals.
Hello, everyone. Grateful to be here. My name is Jolla Matthews. I'm also grateful that the students are announcing their own names because I definitely would be butchering them if I had to speak one of them. So, I would like to ask for the 10th grade to stand up and the line up and come to the stage. I have the pleasure of helping us celebrate the achievements of the 10th grade students who have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or above. Each student will come to the stage, state their name, school, reward, receive an award, shake hands, and have a photo opportunity received by sitting back down.
My name is late 10th graders. I go to the preschool UCSD.
You late 10th graders.
I go to Collegiate Catholic High School. My name is Cameron Sweet and I go to High Tech High Loma.
My name is Denali Olmos and I'm from Steel Canyon High School. My name is Juliana Craig and I go to Steel Canyon High School.
My name is Leah Richardson and I go to Monte Vista High School.
My name is Carla Gonzalez and I go to University City High School. My name is Daniela Suarez and I go to Gompers Preparatory Academy.
My name is Esther Garcia and I go to Gompers Preparatory Academy.
My name is Emily Divina and I go to Overall Charter School.
Hi, my name is Zoe Moore and I attend Admiral Charter High School.
Gonzalez and I go to the Overall Charter School.
Hello, my name is Abigail Estrada and I go to the Overall Charter School.
And I go to the preschool UCSD.
My name is Carlos Buana and I go to the Preschool UCSD.
My name is Lexa Lara and I'm from the preschool UCSD.
My name is Leona Amador and I go to the preschool UCSD.
My name is Lee Taylor and I go to the preschool UCSD.
My name is Wonder Aguilera, I go to the preschool UCSD.
My name is William Wong and I go to the Preschool UCSD.
My name is Connie Wong and I go to the preschool UCSD.
My name is David Wynn and I go to the preschool UCSD.
My name is Kelsey Perez Cruz and I go to the preschool UCSD.
My name is Lisa Oliver and I go to Steel Canyon High School.
My name is Cesar Calzada and I go to Gompers Preparatory Academy.
My name is Jasmine Cheney and I go to Coronado High.
My name is Johnny Garces and I go to High Tech High.
My name is Amy Gonzalez and I go to High Tech High North County.
My name is Reina Cedillo and I go to the preschool UCSD.
My name is Alvin Ramirez and I go to San Diego High School.
My name is Laura Stevens and I go to Olympian High School.
name is Gilman, and I go to the Federal Charter School.
My name is Mistress, and I go to the Federal Charter School.
My name is Abraham, and I go to High School.
All right, let's give a round of applause to the 10th grade. Honoring our 11th grade students, please welcome Oliver Jones, Human Resources, Western Region, UPS.
Good afternoon, everyone. That's a little weak. I'm still alive. That was a little weak. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey, I gotta tell you, I saw the sun poking through outside. You know what that means? It's bright and sunny, just like your careers. Keep doing what you're doing. I would like for all the 8th grade students to line up and come to the stage, please. 11. My bad. 11th grade students, come on up. I have the pleasure of helping us celebrate the achievements of the 11th grade students who have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or above. Each student will come to the stage and say your name and get your award, shake hands, and obviously have a photo opportunity, and then you'll return to your seat. Thank you very much.
My name is Ebonee Williams, and I attend High Tech High North
My name is Dante Evans and I go to high tech in County. Good afternoon. My name is Valentine Wall and I attend Upper Charles School.
And I go to Blue Star High School.
Hello, I'm Cameron Monroe and I go to Blue Star High School.
My name is Nicole Martinez and I go to the April Charter.
My name is Ebonee and I go to the Federal Charter High School.
My name is Admiral and I go to the Federal Charter School.
I'm Louis Flores and I go to the Federal Charter.
My name is Agent Vista and I go to the Federal Charter High School.
My name is Daniel Valdez. I also go to the Federal Charter School. My name is Chancellor and I'm from the Federal Charter School.
My name is Vince Hernandez and I go to the Federal Charter High School.
My name is Elena Torres and I go to the April Charter School. My name is Luisa Bartolome and I go to the April Charter School. My name is Bridget Coda and I go to the April Charter School.
My name is Denzel and I go to the Port School UCSD.
Hi, my name is Makbo and I go to the Port School UCSD. My name is Christine and I go to the Port School UCSD. My name is Isabel Rico and I attend the Aurora Charter School. My name is Sandra Pacifica and I go to Conference Preparatory Academy. My name is Brittany Spears and I go to the Aurora Charter School.
My name is Taylor Berry and I go to the school of San Diego Green.
Is Lafayette Walkie. I go to the Federal Charter School.
My name is Jennifer Quinn and I go to the Port School UCSD.
Here's another hand. All right, next up, it's time to celebrate our senior class college signing day. Honoring the 12th grade students, please welcome Marco Cromartie, President of the National Naval Officer Association.
Good afternoon. Really? Good afternoon. Thank you. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me tell you how my day started today. 5:30 this morning, I got up to go participate in the 33rd Annual Navy Bridge Run Walk. Got on top of that bridge, 4-mile run, and I felt like I was accomplishing something. Looking over the city from the top of that bridge, it was an amazing feeling. And so I had some great stories of personal accomplishment that I'm going to share with everyone at work tomorrow. Then I show up here. All of a sudden, that means nothing. To see you and hear your stories, you guys have inspired me such. Folks at the Port of San Diego next week are going to get tired of hearing about you. I am going to celebrate your moment every single day, and I thank the Urban League of San Diego for inviting me to share this moment with you. Now I will get back to the script. I would like Laura Watkins II to please come up. LeVar received a scholarship last year at the Golden Pyramid Scholar Program. He was required to enroll in college, and the college readiness program did not miss more than 3 sessions. By enrolling in Project Ready program, as well as other recruitment programs in partnership with the Urban League, he successfully because of his hard work, he has attained a 4.0 GPA. He applied to the following universities. Get comfortable. UC Merced, UC Riverside, UC Santa Cruz, CSU Fullerton, CSU Northridge, CSU Los Angeles, CSU San Bernardino, and CSU Bakersfield. He was accepted into the computer engineering program at all of the above schools. Now I welcome the secret ballot. He has chosen and accepted to attend CSU Northridge as a major in computer engineering. He has applied to several scholarships and has received $5,000 worth of scholarships so far. To accept this scholarship from the Urban League, please welcome LeVar. Now it is my pleasure to invite the 12th grade students to line up and come to the stage. You've heard this before, but please state your name, your current school, your college of intention, and your major, and any awards that you've received, and then shake hands with all of us up here so we can celebrate this moment with you. Everyone here, like you've heard before, has attained at least a 3.5 GPA or better. Congratulations.
My name is Indira Turner. I am currently working in Inspired Charter School. My choice of college is Khosla, and I will be majoring in illustration and graphic design.
I go to Easton High School, and I'll be majoring in biology and SDSC.
My name is Jordan Pringle. I go to Sarah High School. I'm going to be going to Northern Arizona University for psychology.
My name is Luis Ramirez. I am a senior at the Alvin Charter School, and I will study neurobiology at UCSB.
My name is Ariana Schuler. I currently go to Rancho Bernardo High School, and I'll be studying broadcast journalism at the University of Missouri next year.
My name is Nara Tadazu. I'm a senior at Keynote Speaker High School, and I'll be going to the University of California, Berkeley, and I'll study neuroscience.
My name is Iona Jones. I go to Still Canyon, and I'll be studying environmental science at UC Davis.
Hi, my name is Kenton Garan. I'm from Patrick High School. I'll be a math major at UC San Diego, and I'm a PAT scholar.
closing remarks, I'd like to welcome Al Abdullah to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wonderful afternoon. Thank you all, first of all, for coming out. This weather was terrible, but you're here. It shows your commitment to your academic excellence and your commitment to receiving recognition, so thank you very much. I'd like to congratulate all of the Golden Period Scholar awardees on their outstanding academic achievements and remarkable personal growth. I have no doubt that every one of you will excel in your future roles and contribute to the future well-being of society, our nation, and the world at large. But do always bear in mind that the key to success in life is not to get ahead of other people, but to get ahead of ourselves. My heartfelt thanks to the sponsors and partners who made it possible for us to acknowledge our youth's achievements. Most importantly, the Urban League would like to thank UC San Diego, who partnered with us, the Urban League, to make this event program possible. They did a great job, and please thank you. Before we part, we want to make sure that to get an area full of our awardees, and everyone picks up their certificates after this event. For the phone, please rise and stand in front of your seats with a big smile for the camera. And that will conclude our program. Thank you very much. This is your moment.